Greeting and salutation, y'all divine motherfuckers, and this is Tiffany Love, the Golden Phoenix. I'm fucking struggling today. But we're gonna get right into it because this is gonna be an intuitive reading for the thing happening in a few days. Yes, if you on your shit better than I am, then you know that I'm talking about the new moon in fucking Leo. You've probably heard a lot of people really excited about this new moon that's happening on July 28th, exact at 1:54 Eastern Standard Time. So, on 8/8, 2022, the Lionsgate portal opens once again. That's exactly 11 days after the new moon begins its cycle. You know what I'm trying to say. The new moon in Leo is going to be the time where you're going to want to set your intentions to bring in those heavy hitting manifestations you've been fucking sitting on, praying on, and working on for the last couple years. Because I feel like a lot of people out here have been working on this shit for a long time. I mean, I know I have. So let's get an intuitive message from the divine here and see what the universe has to say for us who are seeing this message, what we could do, what we need to hear. So I'm feeling like there's a lot of people in the collective who have been really struggling, especially as of late. No. I don't want to say as of late. I feel like the struggle was really at that end part of last year, like maybe when fall started and just like heavy hitting all the way through most of spring. I feel as though that right now and as of recent, there's been a shift happening with your energy field. There's been a shift happening in the way that it's allowing you to really separate yourself from that old part of you. I feel like a lot of people out here have been stepping into their better timelines. They've been really trying to get to that moment where they're in perfect alignment with that version of their highest self in that least resistant timeline. And I feel like you found it, babe. I feel like you stepped into that timeline. It might have been in the shower. It might have been laying in bed. I feel like some of you guys really noticed it and you were like, oh my God, I feel a little different. Know that was you stepping into this higher timeline for you to manifest and do what the fuck you want to do. Create that reality you want. And I just gotta say, 222, I paused it on the clock right now. Moving forward, guidance from spirit here is that be mindful of those intentions that you're setting at the beginning of new moon, and you're going to be working on bringing those in. I'm getting the message too on 8/8 2022 when that portal does open up. Be sure to make some intentions then as well. We could get a double, it feels like a double duo right here. You know what I mean? We're getting it at the new moon beginning and we're getting it at this Lionsgate portal. I feel like if you did that, you'd have two manifestations by this time next year that are going to be extremely beneficial. Like for part two. This part two for that Leo new moon intuitive reading I was doing. If you didn't catch the first part, I say go back and hear it. All right, let's get into it. So where I was at is that the double whammy of the manifestations by this time next year, if you did those intentions right, if you really focused and you actually worked it like the magical being you are. I feel like I almost want to say don't get sloppy with it because I feel like for a lot of us, and this might be a personal message to me, is that we will kind of half-ass our intentions. We'll half-ass our magic. We'll kind of do it on the go. If you are some of those different kind of witches who like to kind of create their own magic. I'm just getting this message like we want to be extremely intentional. And I'm getting like, you know, how a lamp will kind of, you know, it gives you light all the way around. I feel like you want your intention to be a laser. Okay. So we're concentrating instead of like just illuminating, we're concentrating our intention. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if it makes sense. Now, that message might have been for a smaller group. I'm also getting the message that there's a new wave of souls who are stepping out onto their adventure. They're stepping into this version of themselves that some of you guys might be like, oh my God, this shit's actually real. I feel like a lot of people are actually at that phase currently. I feel like you guys might be a little lost and confused, and I do not feel that this Leo new moon is going to be that bringing into your manifestation. I feel as though this Leo new moon is going to be shining lights on part of yourself, shining and illuminating areas of yourself, and getting that fire energy starting to churn up. It feels like some of you guys might be finding out new desires that you might have, discovering different parts of yourself, discovering a deeper part of yourself. I feel like other people might be going into work with their inner child, their shadow self. I feel like there's just a kind of a splitting happening. So even with all these souls that are risen and rising, you guys are having very different experiences at the beginning of your journey currently. So, and there are going to be a group of people who are going to struggle throughout this Leo new moon season. And what I'm getting from spirit here for those who are struggling with not finances, but with self. Yeah, self here. So this Leo new moon is a chance for you to work in intentions for whether it be confidence, self-love, just really getting out of the pits, man. Getting out of the fucking pit. Fuck part 3. Come on, man. Part 3 of your new Leo moon fucking intuitive reading. I'm off the wall today. Let's get it. So the last part of this reading, for those who are in the dumps, who are really struggling right now, and you guys might be struggling because you've been separating from people, you've been identifying your trauma, you've been identifying yourself, and you're like, bitch, this is not what I want in life. This is not who I want to be. That's what it is. You're saying this is not who I want to be. We're reconfiguring what we thought were us this whole time, and spirit fucking sees you. Okay. So I feel like this is a much bigger group than the other ones I've talked about. This is really the mass of the people right now who are experiencing this, is that they've got heaviness in their heart that is needing to be lifted right now. I feel like this is an opportunity for you. If you use this Leo new moon energy, I feel as though there is something that will happen that will kind of branch you like this, okay? I have this feeling where one branch is going to go into the fall and it's going to be a difficult fall. I feel like, I feel like it's going to be towers. I feel like, okay, I had to ask in my head. I was like, do you want me to rephrase that? And they're like, no. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be towers. It's just going to be some deep shadow work comes this fall. But this other hand, this is an alternative path right here. This other hand, I feel like, is if you use the intentions and you maybe look more into what Leo means. Oh, shit, I'm dying. Hold on. Ugh, I was dying. Anyway, if you look into what Leo means, I feel like there's a deeper meaning here held for you in a way that the energy of Leo, as well as the energy of the lion, and I'm talking about spirit animal lion. There's something here that can help you if you combine the two, and then also you yourself put that energy forth to meet what's happening here. Let me know in the comments if that makes sense, and if not, I'll go more into detail about it. But so this alternative path, I feel as though you do this work now in this season, it's going to be benefiting you, and the energy is going to remain in your field. There's going to be like a positive anchor attached to you that's going to make this path the path of least resistance for you. But it's going to take you doing that work in the now to get to that. So this might be for my witchy people, because this feels really fucking intentional. It means it feels like you might know what you're doing, or even if you're a beginner, you know how to laser focus. Part 4. So this is the final video, part 4. So basically, spirit is wanting you to know you have a opportunity here with this series of energies that are presenting themselves in the heavens above us. We have an opportunity, or for those who feel resonance to this message, to really take control of our experience come this fall and winter. I feel like this message is really coming through for the ones who had a shitty time last winter. And I'm going to say between like November to February, it was rough out there in the streets. So I feel as though like spirit's coming through with that message of being the creator in your life. I just got the image of like the RWS, the magician card, and it's just like, this is the time to really, what did I say, laser focus that intention and start weaving your magic in every aspect and every part. I feel like the intensity of this message is coming through for a reason though. And why they keep saying be intentional, use your magic, and it's not just for the witches, it's for everybody. There's something about, hold on, let me sit with it. So it seems as though there might be some changes, some polarizing is the word I'm looking for. Okay, things that are going to be happening, and so I feel as though this weaving of your magic and being intentional is almost like a way not to get caught up in the bullshit, not to get caught up in the bullshit energy. You know what I mean? Because for some people, they're allowing things into their filter that just causes distraction and causes almost chaos within their body, within their energy field. I mean, it's like you're taking in outside drama and it's becoming your own in certain kind of ways. I also feel as though you don't want to be on that side of the energy pool. You know what I mean? Would I say polarizing, two opposite ends here? So I feel as though that's the choice. We have the choice on what energy we're going to feed moving forward and what's going to give us momentum moving into these other seasons after summer ends. To be honest, because it's almost like for you, it is a pure distraction. I just feel as though it's going to sound so fucking corny. Find your bliss and your joy, and that is going to be your easiest and path of least resistance. And then the rest, you guys are doing shadow work. Woo! All right, that's been your message. Blessings. Mwah.